Miles, appreciate that. And then we have Mr. Steve Stewart. Yes.
When I graduate, my family wants me to work in the family business for a few years before I venture out. Is this a good idea? What, you have that option? Somebody who loves you and will the person who sets your wages is somebody who loves you and doesn't want you to fail, and they want you to pay off your school loans, and you walk directly into a paying job. You have such an option, and it's a question. Oh, but so there's a commute. Yeah, I think you jump at an opportunity like that. It's as long as you don't stay so long that it stifles your dream. Your family business may not be the future that you have in mind for yourself. My father grew up in a family business, plumbing. His older brother wore the shirt and tie. Dad wore the coveralls and dug the ditches, and couldn't see a future for himself crawling under houses, breaking out clogged sewage. Do you feel me?
Yes.
And what saved him was World War II breaking out, and he suddenly had a chance to do what he really wanted to do, which was he wanted to be a United States Marine. So he broke out from that. I, on the other hand, well, about the time that Devorah and I finished, we were 9, 40 years ago. By the way, I figured it's 36 years. Yeah, so we cut us a little break, and you were 9. When I finished school, I'd been at San Diego State for 4 years. I earned 3 degrees while I was there. You take extra classes and you just go through faster, and you just do it. It was a lot cheaper back in those days too, and not the kind of fees that you face now. But I finished all that, and now I've got all this, and now I have to ask the question, what do I want to be when I grow up? And I didn't have a clue. So I continued teaching at San Diego State for a couple more years as a lecturer. I taught at all of the community colleges while I'm trying to figure out what it is. And then I wound up selling real estate for a while, and then I became a contract sales trainer for a national franchise. And within 5 years, I was the highest paid franchise training director in the world, because my company was going through crisis. When there's crisis, there's an opportunity. We had 5 owners in 5 years. Everything was upside down. Nobody needed a name badge because people were going to change. But in an opportunity like that, you have a chance to seize on that and do something else with that. I think to go along with what 2 of you said, you have to follow your passions. It's the only way to kick your feet out of bed every morning, because you have some place that you really, really want to go, not some place that you have to be. And particularly if you ever want to be self-employed, you must be following a passion, because that's the only thing that'll get you to work in the morning. The question here is, for most of you, is that your family probably is not in a position to hire you, because your family probably does not have a family business. But that doesn't mean it's a different question for you, because you have to, I think we have to all treat our work, whether it's with a family, it's on our own, we're following our own passions, we have to be following something that's uniquely important to you in a way that you can make a unique mark in the marketplace. So while you're here in school, and this is so much better if you start as a freshman than if you're a senior and finishing up and now wondering, what am I going to do with all these degrees, because I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. What your employers are going to be looking for when you go looking for jobs is how you've demonstrated your passion. They want to know what you've done to show responsibility. They want to know what you've done that was creative and different. You will never have less to walk away from than you have right now. You have, it's okay to fail at this level. Better to fail now than fail when you're 50 or 60.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Still don't know.
I think that's a great question for those of you who were here earlier.